Right now, many people are furious. Some are furious that their EBT benefits went from a couple $1,000s a month to now just a few $100s a month. And then others are furious that people are spending money on snacks and on candy and on soda when EBT, this food stamp benefit, is supposed to go for healthier options. Right now, it's turning into a massive, massive problem. Just look at this, though. Let me know your thoughts.
Okay, y'all just mad because I get 3 can food stamps. So what? I get all kind of snacks while I'm sitting here chilling or whatever, paying no bills. No bills. I'm on government assistance. My son back there with his snacks. Government assistance, 3 can food.
Yeah. So, there are many people that are getting all this government assistance, whether it's for trying to rent an apartment and get some housing assistance, whether they're getting food stamps, they're getting health care. There is so many other things. And so right now, the Trump administration is trying to do one thing: to eliminate waste, fraud, and abuse. That's what the Trump administration has said for quite some time, and this means your SNAP benefits are changing, and they're going to change quickly. Look at this right here. This article says, low-wage workers reeling over Trump's looming SNAP cuts as food prices rise. It says experts predict changes to food stamps program affecting millions of Americans will cause poverty and hunger to rise. Now, the only way we know if this causes poverty and hunger to rise is we go through it. And I've said this with every other program. As the Trump administration makes cuts, we are going to see pain. There's going to be pain along the way. It will get worse before it gets better, but then hopefully it does get better. What we have experienced recently is people are seeing their food stamps go from a high number to a low number. Just look at this. Okay, this is an example of just that.
Trump has cut my food stamps down from $2,800 down to $350.
You can see right here in this, it says effective August 1st, 2025, your total monthly benefits will be, this is SNAP, food stamps, $281, EBT cash assistance is $70, total monthly benefit amount, $351. This is a change from your previous total monthly benefit amount of $2,822 a month. It gives a reason for change, but obviously we can't see that. It just says this adjustment is based on updated information regarding your household composition, income, and eligibility. Okay. Now, we'll watch a little bit more of this in just a second, but the reason why I'm bringing this to your attention is simple. We are likely to see a lot of these people that are seeing their benefits get reduced. We are likely to see them get their benefits increased in the near future. And the reason for this is because the Trump administration, and President Trump does this all the time, he throws out an idea, sees if it sticks. If it does, great. If it doesn't, oh well, right? He just goes right on to the next idea. But based off what experts are saying is that they believe what the Trump administration is trying to do is trying to weed out all those that actually don't need that much assistance. Now, if this guy right here, he says he has, I think, 5 kids or something, another one on the way. If he needs this $2,800 or a good portion of it, he's going to have to keep going back into the to get his food stamps increased. He's going to have to keep going back in and kind of fighting for his case. That's what the Trump administration wants. And I bring this up because if you're seeing your food stamps get reduced by several $100s or several $1,000s, maybe you need to place a call. Maybe you need to go in and explain your situation, where you're at, and ask for a clear explanation of your benefits. Because what scammers aren't going to do, what fraudsters aren't going to do, they're not going to keep going back in, make an appointment, go back in, bring all their information, bring all their receipts, bring their income, bring their household expenses. They're not going to do all that. They're not going to go through the trouble of doing all that. They're just going to move on to the next thing. That's what the Trump administration wants. For all those scammers, all those fraudsters to just get out of the EBT program, stop looking at it, because now the Trump administration is looking directly at it. And the Trump administration says this is going to work. Okay? But I want to show you something. Here's the next thing right here. It says Trump's demand for food stamp participants' data will scare people from needed benefits, according to officials. Now, I want to read this to you. It says New York is among 20 states suing the Trump administration over the request, which advocates say will have a chilling effect on SNAP participation among eligible people in need. Said the mayor's office said it's reviewing its options and said the mandate will only worsen food insecurity in our city. Okay. So what exactly is going on? Well, here it is. It says in May, the USDA asked states to hand over data such as names, dates of birth, personal addresses, and social security numbers to all Supplemental Nutrition Assistance Program recipients over the last 5 years by July 30th. That was a few days ago. Or else risk losing federal funding. Now, as of today, this is August 3rd, I don't know if we've seen the data yet. I don't know if all the information has been sent over. If it hasn't, some states could lose their federal funding for SNAP. But here's the big thing. And again, this is the reason why it's such a big deal. We are going to see many people lose their benefits as a result of this, because some states aren't going to send out that information. Okay, they're already suing as a result. So we could see millions of people lose their benefits as a result of this. But here's the big thing. This is even bigger. If this information gets handed over, and the USDA or the Trump administration starts going through it and figuring out there's a handful of people that have been receiving benefits illegally, they're ineligible for benefits, they're going to want that money back. Okay? They will want that money back, or a portion of it. That's where things could get scary. That if you have been receiving benefits or you've been receiving more than you should have, they could come back and take some of that money from you. Okay? Now, let's say you get $1,000 a month because you have multiple kids. You get $1,000 a month, and they cut it down to, let's say, $450. So you just lost $550. It's a pretty big decrease. But here's the thing. If then they go back and realize, no, we've been tricked, and you've been receiving more benefits than you're eligible for the past, let's say, 6 months, they could go back and say, you know what? You owe us $550 for those 6 months, okay? Because we have overpaid you. That's something that could happen. And guess what? They will start pulling that out. So instead of giving you $450 a month in food stamps, they could start lowering that, let's say 50%, and just start pulling the rest of it until that's paid off. We've seen it with the Social Security Administration. Yeah, it could happen with SNAP as well. And I'm just here to warn you, because right now there's a lot of people that are concerned. And one of the other ones that's concerned are food banks. This article right here says Seattle food banks gravely concerned over changes and cuts to SNAP. Right now, the food banks here in the area, they're extremely concerned that more people are going to be coming in asking for assistance, and they may not have enough to provide assistance to every single family. So we'll see what's going to happen moving forward, but just understand that your SNAP benefits are going to change quickly. The Trump administration is trying to crack down on this because this is a massive amount of money that's going out the door, and they want to ensure that's going to people that are eligible for the benefit, not people that are scamming the system. So, as we get more information here, I promise I'll bring you all the latest news and updates as soon as we get it. As of today, that is what we know. So again, thank you guys for watching. Consider subscribing, and I'll see you guys on the next one.